Hey y'all, it's Tam. Welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be doing a hobonichi with me video, and I am behind as usual, but I try not to let myself get too far behind, otherwise it's stressful for me to get caught up. So I'm roughly about a week and a half or so behind, which is fine. I write everything down on the day it happens in a totally separate notebook, which you're going to see at some point in this video, and then I just transfer that information over into my hobonichi, which serves as my daily, serves as my planner. It also serves as my appointment keeper, and I also do scripture writing all in the same book. So it has been awesome so far. It took me a little bit to adjust to it, but now that we are 5 months in, I feel like, I've adjusted well, and it has been, a pleasure having one notebook to just keep track of everything in it, and that way I'm not juggling 3 or 4 different notebooks. So it has been a pleasure so far, and I feel like I have adjusted well. I went from just using a regular bullet journal to do my daily, and I had a totally separate notebook for my bills, and then I had something else that I would keep to write down as my my whatever was happening that day, to later on transfer it over into my daily. And then I had something else for my appointments, which was usually on my phone. I still keep some appointments on my phone just to serve as a reminder, so that I can get a bell, a ding, or something to let me know that something is coming up. But I manually write it down in my hobonichi as well, so it serves as a second memory keeper in that particular way, so that I can go back and remember what appointments and so on and so forth that I've gone to throughout the year. So what you see me doing now, I used some washi samples from some of my pen pals. I think this one that I'm putting down for the 25th was gifted to me by Faith, who has a channel here on YouTube called Faithful Mess. So it's like some circus, carousel, fair, carnival type washi. So I put that down on the 26th, and I'm just going to write out my date here, and I'm doing that using a mile liner. So I write my date a couple of times. I use some free printable stickers that I download from, I can't think of her name, but if you're interested, let me know and I'll link them. But she prepares a printable every month with the dates on it. So it's usually small, and I think that's why I handwrite it larger, because I want to see my date pretty big. Sometimes I don't do that, but most of the time I do. And I use the stickers with the date on it in conjunction with what I handwrite as well. So for my elements, I'm using some stickers that I ordered from Amazon, just some cutesy type stickers. So one is a camera that you see at the top, and the other one is like a cup of milk tea at the bottom. And I wrestled with whether or not I was going to use this cassette tape, but eventually I did not, so it's going to disappear. And I'm going to grab a tip in. I'm going to use a Project Life card, and I'm going to tip that in to swing back and forth. So that's what you see me grabbing now. And I am just going through this little storage case just to see which one I want, and it didn't take long. Like the first few on the top, I found this one, and it kind of went as far as the color is concerned with the theme of the page. So I'm going to grab another piece of washi from that washi sample card that I got from Faith, and I'm going to put it down on the right hand side of the Project Life card, and then I'm just going to let it swing back and forth, which is basically all a tip in is. And to stabilize it on the other side, I'm just going to use some clear Scotch tape. So, and that makes it strong enough to swing back and forth, so I won't have any problem with it coming apart. And so this was a pretty simple page. I didn't do really anything extra to it. The washi at the top and the bottom, wrote my date, did the tip in, and added those 2 sticker elements. And then I'm going to move on to decorating the page for day 26. So I'm just outlining my date here. That's what you see I'm doing, and I'm just using a stapler pen, a black stapler pen, and just, you know, outlining my dates so that they can kind of pop up off of the page. So how are you guys doing? Leave a comment down below just to say hello. I hope you guys are doing well. Let me know, you know, what you guys have been up to. Have you been crafting anything, glue booking, journaling? You know, I know we're always doing something, so I know you guys have been busy with trying to make sure you're staying on top of your projects. So this is the little free date printable I was mentioning to you guys that I'm cutting out now. So it just says Sunday 4/25 on it as well, and so it's just smaller. And like I said, I like to usually have something larger on the page to see my date, and it serves as another element as well. So I'm grabbing another sticker to stick on top of the project life card that says happy day, and then I'm going to stick the date printable on top of that sticker. And that's pretty much it for this page. I'm going to come back and do my writing at the end after I decorate day 26. So you're getting ready to see that in just a few moments. And the theme for day 26, I kind of went, this is the notebook I was telling you guys about. Let me interject here for just a second. This notebook that you see on screen, that's the notebook that I write down what happens throughout the day. And then once I get ready to do my journaling in my hobonichi, I just transfer those notes out of that little calendar notebook into my hobonichi. So for day 26, the theme I wanted to go with is kind of like a soft pastel. I'm also using some washi samples that were gifted to me by another one of my friend and YouTube subscribers, Liz Beth. She sent this beautiful Cavallini washi. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I don't even think I can find it on Amazon. I looked and I don't think I saw it. So I've been hoarding this for a little bit, but I decided to use it on today. And so I put a larger piece at the bottom, a smaller piece at the top, and I'm going to go ahead and cut out my date, which is Monday, April 26th. And I'm going to stick that down, and I'm going to handwrite my date a second time at the bottom of the page as well. So because the color is like a soft pink, I chose like a rose colored marker, and this was not a mile liner. It was actually, I gotta see what kind of markers those are. Powerline. I either got these from Walmart or the Dollar Tree. I don't know which one. So, I mean, these are fine. They are also pastel. I could have even gotten these from off of Amazon. I don't remember. But they're fine. You know, they're not mile liners, but they are just as, you know, useful when you're looking for colors that the mile liner does not have. So like I said, I chose like a rose pink, and then I outlined it with a silver glitter pen. And that glitter pen is a Color Technic, and I probably got that from Dollar Tree as well. So outline the date, and then I'm going to put that free date printable sticker on the top. And I grabbed some faux washi that I just had hanging off the side of my desk. I used some of this in another project on my other channel, and so I had a couple of pieces left over, and I just had them sitting out on my desk and just grabbed them to use since they went along with the theme of this day as well. And so I put those down, and now I'm just going through, you know, my stash, because I like for my page to be as covered as possible, just leaving enough room for me to write. So I just kind of go through stuff that's sitting close by, and I just, you know, plop stuff down just to fill in those blank spaces. So I have like a little collage book, a vintage collage book. I also ordered this from Amazon as well, and so I just went through there, pulled a couple of stickers out of there and put those down for day 26. And so now I'm going through some washi to use as well on this page, and kind of, you know, serve as a little piece of tape on one of the flowers. And so I'm just thinking what else I want to put down, if anything. And I think I'm going to wait until after I get through writing and just, fill in some spaces on both pages as well. So I'm getting ready to do my writing here. Really not much to talk about in that regard. So you guys are going to see me. You're going to see me do my writing, and the video is just going to be just about over. If you guys have any questions about anything that I used in this video, most of it came from Amazon. I know some people don't like to shop Amazon for their own personal reasons, but I do. And so don't worry about the things that I use if you don't like shopping on Amazon. I'm sure you can find stuff at Hobby Lobby or Michael's or Joann's and different places. It may not be the same things, but I'm sure you can find something similar. So, and again, I just write out whatever happened that day. So it's really usually not anything extravagant or extraordinary. It's just, what did I cook? What did I do? What time did I get up that morning? If anything crazy weird happened, I write about that. If I had to change the oil in my car or get the tires rotated, just regular ordinary stuff. So I feel like I shouldn't have to wait until something extraordinary happens in order for me to journal. It serves as a form of therapy for me to write down, just to write. And so whatever the simple basic thing that happened for that day, I just write it down, so it doesn't have to be anything special. And so I'm writing that down. But I was going to say, if you guys have any questions, just let me know and I'll let you know about anything that I got if you're interested in purchasing it. Like I said, most of it came from Amazon, but you can, for sure find it somewhere else. In the description box is all of my information, which includes my email address, my Instagram account, my Etsy shop, my P.O. box. So if you're interested in contacting me in any of those ways, please check the description box for all of that information. And I'm just trying to think if there's anything else I want to say, guys. I'm using my dashboard to kind of serve as a little bit of a hard surface as I do my writing. We are only just about, not quite, halfway through the year. Can you guys believe that? We are almost halfway through 2021. They're talking about us returning back to work. I've been working from home for over a year now, but our job mentioned a couple of weeks ago that they wanted everybody to get the COVID vaccine, and then they would try to transition us back into the office on a rotated schedule. I am not looking forward to that. I have not gotten the vaccine. I do not know if I am going to get the vaccine. And so most of you who've been with me for a minute, you know that I have underlying health conditions, and I am taking quite a lot of medicine every day, and I do not want to mix that vaccine with all of this stuff I have already going into my system. So I am very, very hesitant. I don't know what that's going to look like when they say it's time for us to return. I just may not have a job. So, that's the way I'm looking at that right now. I'm not going to let them force me into getting the vaccine, and I am not going to subject myself to an unsafe environment at work, knowing I have pre-existing conditions that make me a little bit more susceptible than, a person who doesn't have any health issues to contract the virus. And so I don't know what that's going to look like, but they've been talking about that at my job, getting us back into the office. But I've been working from home now for over a year. And so I can't believe we're halfway through the year again. And so it's going by pretty fast, guys. It's going by pretty fast. So hopefully I will be able to have some accommodations in regards to me going back to work. But I would not be surprised if they say, no, you need to come back. And I say, okay, that's fine. Let me give you my resignation. So yeah, I don't play around with my health, guys. I just have to be conscious of some things that I have going on. And so I'm supposed to have an upcoming surgery as well. Don't know if I'm going to be doing that. I'm still debating whether or not I'm going to get the surgery. So that's a whole different story for another video. But all of that to say, we're just about halfway through the year, and this hobonichi has gotten pretty thick. I now have to, fold it over just to do my writing. And I got the hobonichi set where I do half of the year in this journal, and then I do the other half of the year in a brand new journal. So come July 1st, we'll be working in a brand new hobonichi, and this one will be all filled up and ready to be stored on one of my shelves. So it's getting pretty thick. I love a thick journal. I know some people don't like that, but I like tip-ins and stickers and all that kind of goodness, making it chunky along the way. And so I just have to find alternatives to getting it to lay flat. So I just opened, first of all, I had to take it out of my cover, and then I had to kind of open it where it can lay flat on both sides, and I don't have that big hump, trying to write on that big hump on the left hand side of the journal. So that's what you see I'm doing now. I'm just doing my writing for the day. And for day 26, you see I wrote those big words at the top. Sushi, that's what we had for dinner that night. And so sometimes when it's really simple and not a whole lot went on, I'll just fill the page with some words based on whatever happened that day. Or if, it's a thought or a feeling or an emotion, I'll just put, just a big word, or sometimes even another big sticker on the page as well, just to fill those blank spaces. And so as I wrap up my writing here, I'm going to go back into my stash, and I'm going to pull another sticker book just to fill some blank spaces that I'm going to have left on both sides. And so the sticker book that I'm going to pull is actually one I purchased from Michael's, and I believe it's one of their everyday sticker books. Hold on, let me grab it just to tell you guys. Okay, it's from Recollections, and I want to say this is a sticker book that they have in the store. They have all kinds of different themes. So the theme that I am going to pull is called, I believe it's called the Cute theme. Cute stuff or something like that. So in it just has a lot of bright colors and kind of kawaii style fruit and cups and flowers and plants with faces and emotions on them. And so I'm going to kind of fill those gaps on my page with that. Now on the 26th, you see me putting down another floral piece. That gap, I just created like a little floral cluster there, and what you don't see is I also grabbed another piece of washi tape and stuck it on that flower as well. So I'm going to take a picture and upload a still photo onto my Instagram account for this channel, which is also Tam's Journals over there. So if you're interested in seeing the final photo, which is basically another little piece of tape, you can check out my Instagram account for that. I also found a sushi sticker in this little cute sticker book, and I put it down as well on the 26th. And so I'm just going through it, seeing if there's anything else I want to grab to put down for the 25th. And so I'm just going back and forth, looking to see, how big I want the sticker to be, where I want to put it, and just gonna slop it down on the page. So guys, really, I don't have a what do you call it? I don't have a plan. When I do these entries, it's just whatever feels right, whatever feels good, whatever looks good to me, that's what happens. So And that's pretty much it, guys. I'm just wrapping it up, going back and forth. There's really not much else to say. Again, it's always a pleasure jumping on here talking to you guys. Again, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. I hope you guys are doing well. As always, stay safe, and I'll look forward to seeing you guys in my next video. Bye.